What's up, everyone? My name is Jarrell, aka Bobby. I'm doing this video right here because a couple of days ago, about a week or so ago, I was online. I was looking at some stuff online, and I came across some information about Zachary Quinto, who is the actor who played Siler on the show Heroes, which I love that show. But it said that he had came out the closet, and I read more information because I didn't know that he was gay. So I read more information into it, and I read about the guy who made a "It Gets Better" video for YouTube, and shortly after he committed suicide, and that's when Zachary Quinto decided to basically come out the closet, and I guess he felt that although he was very active in gay rights and protesting and making it a better place for people who were gay, he didn't feel that he was contributing enough because he was a gay male who wasn't actually open about who he was. So it's like he's doing all this but wasn't truly living it. But I think the It Gets Better videos are good because it gives young people who are going through certain things the chance to actually see that other people have been through some things. So after seeing some of the videos and reading about Zachary Quinto, I decided to make a video and just kind of tell my story. So here's a little bit about myself. I'm 25. The first time I realized that I was the way that I was young, but I didn't really know what it was. I thought that if I told myself that I wasn't, then I wouldn't be. I thought that if I prayed hard enough, then I would wake up one morning and the feelings would be gone. Every morning I woke up and the feelings weren't gone, so I had to constantly deal with it. And I still prayed, but I believe that God made me a certain way because that's how He wanted me to be, and I feel like that's something in my life that He wanted me to do. And so after a while, I kind of gradually started to accept it more. When I first kind of got active in the lifestyle, it was hard because I didn't have anyone there to tell me the do's and the don'ts, and I didn't have anyone to tell me how to deal with the emotions. And I remember being hurt. I didn't know how to deal with things. I didn't know that it was okay. I didn't know that the feelings would be the same as anybody else. I thought that me being the way that I was, that I had to suck it up and I had to just drive on and pretend that I didn't hurt, that nothing was wrong. And now that I'm older, I see that it's okay to hurt. It's okay to go through the things that you go through, and we don't have to hide our feelings. One of the things that I wish that I could go back and do is learn how to be open about my feelings and not feel like I need to find a way to suppress those feelings. And just at a young age, I held so much. Everything that I went through, I just kind of bottled it all up. Every time I went through something, I just threw it in there, until I got to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. But that's another story. So I was 18 when my mom found out, and I think for me that was one of the hardest times in my life. I've been in the military, I've been through basic training, I've been to Iraq, and when I look back on things that I've been through in my life, I think that was truly one of the hardest things that I had to deal with, because my mom, it's always been me and my mom. She raised me. My father wasn't there, and I remember praying at night. I blamed him because I thought that if he would have been around, that I wouldn't have been gay. So I kind of blamed him. But when my mom found out, she took it as though I was trying to hurt her. She took it as if it was her fault. She thought it was a phase, that it was just something that I was going through, that eventually I'll get over it. But at that time, I needed her to just be there for me. I needed her to be there the way that she had been for the past 18 years before that. But it was hard for her to deal with what was going on. I'm the only boy, her baby. So it was hard. And for me personally, I felt that if my family knew, then things would be better for me. I thought that it would be easier, but I realized that it wasn't easier for me. It was just, they knew, but everything that I had to go through in my life, everything that I was going through, I still was going to have to go through those things, because that's just the course of nature, I guess. But as I got older, I kind of started to, it took me a long time to really accept who I was as a person, and to accept that this is how God made me, this is how God wanted me to be. And so eventually, I think I was maybe about 21, 22 when I got to that point. But everything that I went through before that, it was kind of one of those things where you go through things, and although you hurt, you still know that you have to get up and you have to go on and do whatever it is you got to do. And like I said, I just kept, piling things in. I kept dealing with whatever I was dealing with. And so now I'm 25 years old, and when I look back on things, sometimes I feel like I wish that I could go back and change a lot, but I know that all the ups and downs that I went through in my life made me the person that I am today. And although, I'm not perfect, I'm not saying that I'm the spokesperson for homosexuality, the spokesperson for pride and all of that, but I'm more comfortable with who I am. And I think that if anyone out there who's going through anything, I think that don't allow your situation and what you're going through to determine who you are as a person. Don't allow that to dictate how your future is going to be, because at a young age, for like high school people, even early college students who are going through things, just use that as a stepping stone. Use that as your future testimony. When you get to that certain age where you can look back and laugh at some of the things that you've been through. Like when I look back on some of the things that I've done in my life, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that, but I know that I'm a better person now. I know that I'm not in that same mind frame. And I believe that God's going to put you in the midst of a storm. And that's only to break you. But once He breaks you, He's going to be there to build you back up if you allow Him to. And that's one of the things with my life. Everything that I've gone through in my past, I've had ups and downs. I've had plenty of downs. But it's my testimony now. And what I love about It Gets Better videos, it allows people who have been through things in their lives to actually tell their stories, to show other people that it's okay. Eventually, things are going to get better. In life, you have to remember that you're always going to go through things. But once you've been through a certain situation, and you're gonna go through some of the same things again in life. But once you've been through it, you can look back and say, okay, I've been through this. This is just a test. This is just something that I have to go through in life. And don't allow that to make you a bitter person. Don't allow that to make you an unhappy person. Just look at it as a test and keep on pushing. Because in life, the biggest thing to remember is that if for those of you who do believe in God, just believe that God is always on your side. He'll never put more on you than you can bear. And I want to wrap it up because I want to keep talking and talking and talking. But for those of you out there who are going through something right now at this moment, and you feel like it's the end, you don't know what to do, you're just ready to give up, just remember, I was there. I remember being in the bathroom, looking in the mirror, and just feeling like I just couldn't go on. I felt like it was the end. Like I just wasn't good enough to be in this world. But at the end of the day, God had a different plan. So don't allow what you're going through right now at this moment to determine tomorrow. Just use it as a crutch, use it as a stepping stone to build yourself back up. And don't allow people to get you down. Don't allow family to get you down. As long as you got somebody in your life that you can go to, someone that you can talk to. And if you feel like you don't have nobody, just pray about it. God will send somebody physically to your life, but until then, He is there. And I think that people, if y'all going through that, don't give up. Don't let it get you down. Just keep praying, keep pushing forward, and just remember, it gets better. I'm Bobby. Peace.